Hey everyone, Tony Winston here for Jazz Piano College, and I'm going to cover the song Pirates of the Caribbean, or Caribbean, depending on how you like to pronounce it. And I recently put up a video, and the link will be down in the description. One of my students created his own arrangement, really, of this song. And we did start with this piece of sheet music that we got off the internet. And, you know, they want $10 for this piece of sheet music. So we just printed off the first page as a sample. And he learned that. It's in 12/8 time. And so I'm not going to go over that too much. But then what we did was, for the rest of the song, we wrote out a lead sheet. So we got the melody and the chords, and then we just kind of continued playing in the same style. And like I say, I really didn't help him with it very much, other than to help him maybe find some of the right chord inversions to play. And I suggested that he keep the bass kind of active because there's a lot of rhythm going on. Now, I'm not going to play but little snippets of this song because otherwise, you know, the monetization will go away. So let's take it from the top here. It kind of starts with that kind of a little thing going on D, and then it's in 12/8 time, which is a hard time signature. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, something like that. And about halfway down the page here, it goes up to a high octave. We did not do that. We did not put all those big chords in. But, you know, if you have got big hands or feel comfortable doing that, you can do that. Now, 4 lines down on the printed out sheet, I've drawn a little symbol here, which means switch over to the next page. So what we'll do is and it's right about where that 3/4 measure comes in. So we're doing, what are we doing here? We're doing like, so we're down a lower octave, so we're going. All right, and now we get to a big chord, D minor over A. Now what does that mean? It means play a D minor with your right hand, stick to octaves for your left hand, and so the A is just a bass note. There's not an A major chord there. It's just A as a bass note, D minor over top, and then like that. And then we've got G minor. Now G minor in root position looks like this, but if we change it to first inversion and then to second inversion, we get our melody note up here on top. So we're going to do it that way. And of course, the left hand just plays the root of the chord, unless it's a slash chord like the last chord there. So G minor, and you could play the bass again. And anytime you see those two rests there, the squiggly lines are rests, you know, do something like with the bass like that. And that's kind of the funkiest rhythm right there of the whole piece. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. You could maybe do like to a G minor or to a B flat. You know, you listen to it and decide what you think is best. Or maybe just like that. That's how we did it. All right, now we get to the next section of the song, and we follow the melody, and we get D minor. It's written in here on a couple of these chords, so play D minor like that in root position, because our melody note is there, and put a D in the bass. And then, you know, give that bass a little rhythm there on those rests. All right, next chord, C over D. This is what you call a slash chord, and we have C triad for the right hand, and the left hand just play D, just a bass note. It's not a D major or D minor or anything, it's just a bass note. And roll those octaves again, then we got it again here. And now we go down to A, because that's the chord symbol. Now A seventh is like this. You could play all that if you want to. All right, and then we're moving on to D minor. Now this time, you know, we can't play like this because our melody note is here, F. So we've got to put that A down here We say this chord is in second inversion. Root position, first inversion, second inversion, but we play the root with our left hand. So really the chord is in root position, but this hand is playing second inversion. Then root position on the C. F, we've got first inversion because we want the F on top. C in root position. To F, that's second inversion. Like that, root position, first inversion, second inversion. A, it says A7. You could do it like that if you want the seventh in there. And D minor, we've got a third, a fifth, and the root is the melody. And you can move the whole chord down, all right? And the next measure has no chord symbol, so it's still D minor. And a lot of ba-ba-ba-ba with the left hand will keep this song moving along very nicely, so do that. Though, if you're just learning it, start off by just learning the chords and then add the rhythm later. All right, so D minor there. Bring the melody up like this. G minor. That's, we have to take a G minor chord, but we want B flat on top. So we'll move that D down there. And it's a second inversion chord here in the right hand. And here, D minor. This is a second inversion chord, and because we have A in the bass, it is second inversion. There's our A7. Some rests in there. There's a little melody in there too. Something like that, I think. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we've got F. Now when you get these things here, it's really an F chord going to a C chord. So do it like that. And then we've got G minor, root position. That's root position. That's first inversion. But the fact that our left hand is playing the root means really the chord's in root position. And then, so I'd maybe play the G down here so we can move up to that A like this. Okay, and then A7. I guess like that is good. I don't know how else to do it. Maybe no chord at all would be good there. Okay, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2. Oh, that's a B flat. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then F major. Here's that C thingy again. So do it like that. 1, 2. All right, and then A7. There's A. That's probably all you need. You could do it A7 like that. And then put a big chord on the end, or if you have a gong or a cymbal handy, give that a good whack right there and end the song. I hope you got something from this video. Once again, please check out my student's version of it. The link is down there or up there somewhere. If you want some more breakdowns of songs like this, please subscribe to my channel. We're on the last day here of 2021. It's December 31st, and next year I do plan to keep expanding the channel by doing more, kind of popular songs like this. And of course, I'll still be doing my jazz standards and also working in some of these books, how to play Latin piano. Lots of great rhythmic ideas there. And anyway, I'll see you all in the new year. Thanks so much, everyone. Take care.